Hey everyone, we just got done seeing Shaun the Sheep, and Austin, you know a little bit more about this company than I do, so go ahead and give a little insight on the background of this movie.
These are the people that have made Wallace and Gromit is probably what they're most famous for.
And Chicken Run.
And Chicken Run.
I saw Chicken Run, but it was like when it first came out, so that was a long time ago.
Yeah.
But the most important thing I think to notice about these people is that they've made very well received work, so they have a good reputation, and their style is stop motion.
They are masters of stop motion.
It's kind of sad to say this, but not know too much about these people's work, but I'm a big fan of stop motion. It's a dying art in cinema, and I respect anybody that uses it in their movies, even if it doesn't look good, but especially if it does look good. I just respect it so much. So, did you see any of their work before this, Sebastian?
You saw Chicken Run, didn't you?
I saw Chicken
Chicken
Run
Run?
and Wallace and Gromit.
You've seen Wallace and Gromit,
Yeah, I've seen all
Gotcha.
of that.
Okay.
Yeah, so I.
So,
See, I have not seen Chicken Run. I've seen all the Wallace and Gromit episodes, but I've never seen Chicken
well,
Run.
now we have the full
Really?
perspective
Oh,
here. Great.
okay.
This movie...
I know Mel Gibson's in it.
Yeah. This movie was incredible. It was easily one of the best films I've seen this year. We haven't seen too many kids' films, but definitely the best kids movie we've seen this year.
Yeah.
And although we didn't see Inside Out, which I heard was really good, but still.
I don't know how many of these we've seen either. I can't remember, but best animated film.
Yes,
in my opinion.
yes. And probably the best comedy, too.
Would you really consider this completely a kid's film? I know it was PG.
I would call it a family film, absolutely.
Wait, so you're trying to tell me right now that this was better than Mordecai?
Well, it's not better than Russell Madness, but I mean,
I mean, they tried.
It did try. No, this movie was incredible. It was really, really awesome. No, I would definitely call it a family film. It's not your average family film. But
yes, there were adult jokes, and there's adult jokes in every...
Every family film has adult jokes, yeah. Toy Story has adult jokes. but this movie also has... I mean, here's the thing. This movie does even have a couple fart jokes and pee jokes, but even those jokes were actually well done.
They were, and that's just, I will give this movie... I will give it credit... that's just a kid's film thing.
Yeah.
Give it a little bit of leeway.
But even a lot of those moments, not all of them, but even a couple of those jokes I thought were actually pretty funny. Like, this movie just has a lot of... It takes a fun, heartwarming, mostly very upbeat family storyline about appreciating the people in your life and such, but it gives it a colorful cast of characters who never speak full dialogue, and yet they were able to pull it off so brilliantly so that the characters are still likable and still memorable, and mix that in with gorgeous stop-motion animation and a lot of clever, funny jokes along the way, and you have yourself a really, really fun movie for the whole family.
Going along with that, how the whole, theme of the movie is that they never speak, One thing, if I am going to criticize one thing, at least in my opinion, about this movie... I didn't like the songs.
Really?
That they had.
I actually did like them.
I just thought they were kind of like out of character. Like, it kind of threw me off because it's like the whole thing. It's been kind of like quiet and and then all of a sudden we've got these like pop songs and it's like, or not pop songs.
Yeah.
But
songs in the background.
They were pop songs.
Yeah, it just kind of felt like out of place. I don't know.
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, when those songs would play, though, it would be from, like, the human perspective and not the perspective of, like, the sheep, in my opinion. So I feel like it was just kind of a moment into, like, the human perspective. It was, like, a different... But I hear what you mean. It is... Sometimes they were a little out of place, but I don't know. I think overall they blended this stuff. The actual, like, score for the film I thought was really fun. Yeah. It's fun and upbeat. But
it... really funny.
Yeah. Great villain. Really funny villain.
He was pretty funny.
Sebastian, do you have anything you want to add?
No, I liked it. I mean, it still felt very Wallace and Gromit. British humor, claymation stuff.
Sure.
Very British.
It was very much this animation studio, too.
Yeah.
I mean,
all their tropes are in there.
Yeah.
I would definitely recommend it. If you're a fan of this company, then definitely go see it. But even if you're not, I would definitely urge you to give it a try. It's not your average kid's film, but that's a good thing. It's safe for the family, so it's not like, well, can my kid go see it? It's definitely safe for the family. But I would say, it's good, though. It's not your average kid's film. It's not just, well, it wasn't good, but at least it kept my kid quiet for a couple hours. Like, no, this is a really fun movie.
It didn't keep the kids in our theater quiet.
Yeah, there were some obnoxious kids in our theater, but, I mean, that aside, I strongly recommend this movie.
Yeah, I'd recommend it.
Anything else you guys want to say? There's not much to say to it when it's a good movie.
I mean, go see it.
Yes.
All right.
It's amazing.
All right. Shaun the Sheep, thumbs up from all of us. Thanks for listening.